Hi, thank you for watching. My name is Denise. Happy Saturday. I am a stylist for Color Street. Today is makeup day featuring Color Street FLEX Mascara. Still my favorite of all time. And I'm also going to do my hair. I'm going to go have a birthday brunch with my friend, April. Her birthday is on Tuesday, I think Tuesday. So I'm going to throw on some ponytails. And then it is makeup time. Let me just do this really quick. Because I can do my makeup later, like in the car, or finish it if I'm not done on time, because I need to be gone in about 20-ish. But the hair, I have to do here. I can't do my hair in the car. It's not going to work. Oh, and, okay, this is after week 1 of sleeping with the bonnet. Oh my God. Holy crap. I'm telling you, it is making a huge difference. I have no static at all. I don't know how that's happening with the bonnet, that I don't have static. But I'm telling you, if you have any trouble with your hair, if it's frizzy in the morning, whatever, if you have breakage, get the bonnet. I'm telling you, I really should do a video with how I put it on, because these little marks up here, I don't know if I've ever mentioned this before or why I would have mentioned it, but fun fact about me, I have no shelf in the back of my head. You know how you put a hat on and the hat stays on? With me, as soon as I look up or turn my head, the hat falls off, because the back of my head is somewhat flat, or let's be honest, basically totally flat. So when I put the bonnet on, usually the shelf on the back of your head helps keep it secure. I mean, you're going to tie it on with the ribbons anyway, but since I don't have that shelf on the back of my head, I have to tie it really tight. And I have, oh, come on now. Don't mess with me today. It's going to be fine. Okay. So yeah, I have to tie it tighter. And so yeah, I have a little marks from tying it. And I've tried to do it looser, and then it just falls off, and that defeats the purpose of putting it on in the first place. So I want to make sure if I'm doing it, I'm doing it, you know? But I am in love with this bonnet. It's by Milani. You've probably seen it in your For You, or your, like in your ads. You know, you're not doing anything wrong. It's not, you're not going to offend anybody. Take care of your hair. This is not grade school anymore. Get the bonnet. That girl, I love her. Young lady, young woman, beautiful. She's gorgeous. And, you know, it's true. We need to take better care of our hair. And, I mean, to look at my hair right now as I'm doing this, it's glossy, it's shiny, it's gorgeous. And I fully admit, I got bopped over the head by the awesome hair fairy at birth. I did. I know I did. But my braids used to be way thicker. And I used to have just more hair. And I know it's like, what are you complaining about? Look at it. Yes, I appreciate that. However, I don't want to lose any more of my hair. I want to keep all of it. And what I do have, I want it to look its best. So the bonnet. Oh my God, the bonnet. Get the bonnet. I'll put a link. Or just go to Milani, V like Victor, ELANICO.com. Go check them out. So, all right, are we even? This one could come down a little better. And this little thing right here at the bottom, details. Everyone says the devil's in the details. I think God is in the details. See, I just fixed that little tiny thing right there. Now it's even and better. Now I want to just do one more little thing. Come on now. Good. All right, hair's done. Easy peasy. And as per usual, I'm running slightly behind. So let's get to the makeup. All right, I'm gonna either show you what I'm using or I'll say what I'm using. This is e.l.f. Wow Brow in, well, here's the label. It's brown, it's dark brown. And I have actually switched up my brow thing. I used to do my pencil first, but lately I've been putting this on first. And, you know, depending on the vibe I'm going for and what look I want, sometimes I don't even use pencil. I just put this on. One and done. And to be honest, I never used to do anything to my brows. I would tweeze a tiny bit, a little, and that was it. I, you know, didn't use any product ever because my brows were awesome. And now they're becoming much more sparse, I guess is the word. And what's happened to my brows is also what's happened to my hair. So if my hair looks like this now, I mean, yeah, all right, I'll shut up about it. All right, that's the brows for the moment. I'll finish them. Hang on a second. There's one curly one that's going the wrong way. See, you don't want your brow to do this. Can you see that curly? I mean, it's totally freaking curly. Look at this. Hold on. Okay, this is actually funny. That was a freaking eyebrow. Oh my God. No wonder that they go in 5 directions that you don't want them to. That's funny. All right. First, I'm going to lay down a little powder on my lids because I did my skincare. And I don't necessarily want to prime today. I just want to make it so that my shadow doesn't crease later because of the moisturizer that I have on and everything. So instead of priming, I'm just going to do that first. And I'm going to wear my Milani Much Loved Gilded Terra palette. And today I'm going to go into the oranges. These here and then these, I think. Don't have a total plan in mind yet, but first one I'm going to do is go with the one in the middle. Oh, and these have names. This one is called Slow Burn. So we're going to put that all over everything and up into my crease. And tomorrow is Easter. I'm probably just going to work. I'm not the most religious person in the room ever. And, you know, people are going to be going around. They're going to be going to church and they're going to be going to services and brunches and everything. And, you know, they're going to need a ride. Yeah, I'll be the driver. That's what I do. So that'll be my day tomorrow. But I hope everyone who celebrates has a lovely day. And that you have the people around you who matter most. That's all I wish for everybody at all times, really. It's just that you're surrounded by people that you love and who love you. Not just on holidays, but every day. That should be every day. And I know it's kind of all over the place right now, but I'll do the tidy up in a minute. This is actually more... There's a lot of yellow in this orange, but I'm going to go in with this one next, this brighter orange, which is called Take a Hike. And that's just going to go all over on top of that one. And again, trust the process. We will clean up in a minute. Paint rag this is my little wipey. It's just the Target one, which I think is the, you know, compare it to Neutrogena. All right, let's go in here first. Easy peasy. And if I don't clean up a little, it's just going to be on my face when I put my foundation on. So that's why I do it as I go. Kind of like cooking, clean as you go. You know, I really do enjoy cooking, but it's just me by myself now. So I don't really cook all that much. And the funny thing, well, not funny, but when I was with my ex, he was an extremely picky eater. I mean, I could like count on 1.5 hands the foods that he would eat. He passed. He's gone now. But so even when I was with him, we don't have any kids. So I was usually just cooking for me unless it happened to be something that he liked. And, you know, my sister, one of my sisters had kids, and we would always be at her house on all the holidays. So I just never really had to cook big for more than a couple of people at a time. So these days, just cooking for me. Oh, I'm going in with the brown one here, which is Branch Out. That's the name of the color. Just to darken this up a little on the outside. Oh, that's too dark. Oh no. So what do? We layer. I can put more on, more orange on if this is not working. Or I could just blendy. And then a little more orange on top of that. And that's better. Mo better. Okay. Paint rag. All right, we are even. One last little tidy up. It really does kind of get everywhere sometimes with the fallout. All right, good for now. I'll probably adjust it a little after I get my foundation. I am still wearing my e.l.f. Soft Glam in number 20, which is light cool. And I just put that much, just a blob. And have a clean brush today. This is my e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush. I actually have 3 of these in rotation because they're extremely affordable. I think I spent $6 on each one of these, but they're very densely packed. They're very soft. And your brushes do matter. So I only probably use these 2 or 3 times and then I wash them. And I'm not going to wash my brushes more than once a week. So that's why I always have a couple of them in rotation so that I always have a clean brush. And I think I need a little more today. Yeah, I gotta do a little more. But that's the good thing about this foundation. It may not be the longest wearing foundation I've ever worn, but it is buildable and it doesn't look layered up or, you know, thick and cakey at all. It just looks pretty. My mirror. Definitely gonna have to do more to my brows. Well, do I need more? Wow. Yeah, I guess I do. Maybe I'm having a weird skin day today. A little more, another little blob. And this one I'm gonna like spread out a little bit more instead of just dipping into the actual blob as it were. I don't know that I've ever had to put on this much of this foundation before. All right, I think we're done. What is up with my nose? Do I need concealer today on my nose? Maybe a little. This is Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. I just dabbed a little on my brush. I don't want to put too much on. All right, oh wow, see my nose is already red right there from my glasses. All right, what's happening today? This is not my usual easy peasy blendy thingy. All right, well, you know what? I don't want to do it anymore. I'm not going to layer up any more of this stuff. So I will go with what I got and be happy. Because you know what? At the end of the day, I'm the only one that gives a damn. Nobody else cares. So let's put the earrings back in before I forget. Oh, I made these cute little turquoise with a freshwater pearl. Yeah, I really did try selling for a little while. I had a shop on Etsy, but it's just so hard to get noticed, and you have to pay fees and everything. And I know it sounds like I gave up, but I kind of did, and I'm really okay with it. It's really, there's a lot that goes on to, you know, keeping up with everything if you have a site like that. And when you're working full-time and you have obligations, sometimes it's difficult to just stay on top of things. So I don't have the Etsy shop anymore, but I do enjoy, hang on just a second, I have a thing I have to take care of in my eye, and I'm sure you don't want to watch me dig at my eye. Well, dig might be a strong word, but anyhow. So yeah, I don't have a place to actually sell jewelry anymore. But you know, if you see something that you think is pretty, let me know and I'll make some for you, and we'll come up with a plan. All of the stones I use are semi-precious. I like to work with turquoise, rose quartz, freshwater pearls, amethyst, crystals. And everything I do is either sterling silver or surgical steel, hypoallergenic type stuff, because I have a terrible nickel allergy. So everything that I make is something that I would wear safely. Oh shoot, I did my foundation before I did my mascara. Ah! What is happening today? All right. It's fine. It's really fine. Oh, this is Color Street Triflex, by the way. And yeah, this stuff is still blowing my mind. Will forever be blowing my mind. I love this stuff so much. And you won't see me dipping back in because you don't need to with this. Take it out from the tube, put it on. And if you think you need more product, just flip it over and there's more. Okay, good. Oh my God. And I don't like the blinking thing because when you blink, you close your eye. You can't really see where it's going. So I just keep my eyes open the whole time. Pretty, pretty. All right, that is good. I think I do want to fill in a little. This is my Wet n Wild Micro Brow in Brunette. I have so many mirrors. Why do I have that many mirrors? I really don't need that many mirrors. I mean, I need the small one for the close work of putting on the mascara. And then I got this one that I'm using now because this one is old and broken, and you don't need to look at me going like this with a broken mirror. So I have 3 mirrors, even though I really don't use all of them. And I might have gone a little high with that one there. Yeah, a little bit. Okay. I can fix it. Sometimes it is easier for me to look in the viewfinder, look in my phone, than to look in the mirror, but yeah, let me fix this one over here. And now I need to throw a little fix that with a little foundation. All right. Good. Where is the lid? Oops, I lost this one. There we go. All right, so on to bronzer. And my bronzer is, I really only have one. I don't need more than one. It's e.l.f.'s Primer Infused Bronzer in Forever Sunkissed. And I did meet the bottom. I met Pan the other day. But there is a lot of product in here, and I'm sure I'll get at least another few weeks of use out of this. All right, there's that. Blush is, I'm still with my Essence Pure Nude Blush in Pink Flush. And it's just such a pretty color. It's really nice. I love the formula. I love Essence as a brand. And until I use the rest of this, I will deal with the packaging and just throw a rubber band around her ponytail holder. Still. And in case you're curious or wondering, I always go downward with my powder products because, you know, your peach fuzz is just going to be accentuated when you go up if you buff. I always go down because that way my peach fuzz lays flat. Another fun fact about me is I have, you know, hormonal growth here and there. I actually shave my face every day. There, I said it. Yes, Niecy shaves her face. My boyfriend has witnessed this because he's shaving his face too, clearly. So we shave together sometimes. That's how you know they love you, when they see you shaving your face and they still think you're hot. I can't be the only one. It's confession time with Niecy. What is that, 24 minutes in? I'll have to put that in the description to make sure that everybody watches so that you can see my confession. Oh my God. Yep, we talk about everything here. I've kind of put a lid on some of it because, you know, oversharing is a thing and I can be very good at it sometimes. So I don't know. I don't know if I talk too much. Well, you know what? Actually, I do know I do talk too much. But that's probably partly why you guys follow me, because you want to know what I'm going to say next. I don't know. I don't know what's going to come out of my mouth next. And I know I already have this here. Yeah. Putting it on anyway. And a little on my glasses, just because. All right, I'll put my glasses on in a second. Oh, lipstick, lip gloss. Oh, still, okay. This is Kobee's. Is it backwards? Yes, it's upside down. Kobee's Balm. This stuff is amazing. I absolutely freaking love it. I don't know if you can see in there, April 30th, 3:30. That's the first day I started using this. And look at how much I still have left. And me and my fat finger. Let me try. I'm afraid to go more because I don't want it to fall. I don't know what happens when you get to the end. But what I love about this stuff, aside from the formula, is that everything, the whole packaging, and when I push this back down, a little bit came off the side. But this is completely compostable. You throw this in the trash and there's no plastic at all. It's all just cardboard. And look at, I mean, there's a little tiny bit of shine. I'm not going to call this a gloss because it's not. It's a solid product. But I'm telling you, it feels like I just put on a high-end, rich emollient lipstick. That's what this feels like. It feels rich. It feels creamy and gorgeous. I put it on at night when I go to bed and I wake up and I feel like I still have some on. You know, I'm telling you, go to Kobee's. I'm going to put a link for their shop. Not sponsored. I am not, I am a devotee. I'm a fan. I became a subscriber. So I'm going to get their stuff. And okay, my lip gloss is going to be NYX Butter Gloss and Bit of Honey. Just blot off a tiny bit. And now gloss. All right. That be everything. I am now done and I am now out the door. I hope you guys all have a happy day today. I'll probably do makeup tomorrow too. Maybe I'll change my mani because this is going to be day 6, I think, with my Singapore Chic and Wildflower Wishes. But yeah, I'm still in love with this mani. I don't want to take it off yet. So let me do, oh, I've got my little tuft. Okay, hold on. My tuft of hell. All right, that's better. And that's better. All right, away I go. Have a happy day, everybody, and I will see you later. Bye.